Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Brennan Jerome, Chief Distribution Officer with E4 Insurance Services. Today is Monday, April 13th, and we have a couple different holidays today. One that I was excited about, as my family has gotten into playing Scrabble at dinner during the COVID crisis, and safer at home or stay at home, is National Scrabble Day. Interesting factoid, the highest point recorded word was Kazeeks, which is a type of oil. 392 points for that one word. I've not gotten 392 points in a game, I think. So it pretty amazing. It is also National Peach Cobbler Day, National Thomas Jefferson Day, and National Make Lunch Count Day. So might as well have lunch and dessert with peach cobbler, play Scrabble, and give an ode to Thomas Jefferson. With that, I am going to introduce Greg Short from Great American. Greg is our regional, known him for many years, great guy. And Greg, if you can hear me, take it away. Looks like you're on mute though. I see your screen. Maybe this can be like one of those oh, there you are, Greg.
Can you hear me now?
We can. I was going to have you dictate or move around and I'd make up what you were saying, but we can hear you, so it's probably better for you to just go ahead and talk.
Great, thanks, appreciate it. Well, I know your time's valuable, so you can get back to Scrabble, but give you a quick update today, show you our sweet spots, and then all of the operational changes and technology changes that we've done to try to help you guys do business a little bit easier. Most of you, I think, are familiar with Great American. If not, I will go ahead and start it as a slideshow. And we're based in Cincinnati. Great American's a subsidiary of AFG. AFG is on the New York Stock Exchange. We balance out our portfolio with 36 different property and casualty specialty lines. So if you're working with small business owners across the country, good chance they have a policy with one of our specialty lines too, anywhere from crop insurance to trucking to the wine business and equine insurance, lots of different specialty lines. But as most of the carriers you work with, you know, A-rated, A-plus rated, dating back to 1872. If you're a baseball fan, the Great American Ballpark is right across the street from the tower that you see on the screen. As of December 31st, of about $70 billion in assets, one of the top providers of fixed index annuities in the last 10 years. So what you see on the screen here is average composite portfolio.
Greg, we're not seeing your screen advance. We're still on the sweet spots.
Okay. Well, I apologize for that. Let's see if we can change that.
Just try. So we see the, I guess the speaker view, which is fine. If you just want to click on the slides on the left and see if that.
Anything now? Nothing?
Nothing. I mean, same stuff.
Let's see.
You could also, there you go. If you click on them that way, it's changing.
Okay, so obviously Zoom doesn't like slideshow mode, so I'll just click down the side.
Perfect.
Like Brendan suggested here. You'll see on the screen an average composite portfolio. Typically a 60-40 portfolio has changed in the last 3 years. You've seen portfolio managers sell off fixed income and position it in cash, which we all know is earning the client nothing, and with a 2% core inflation is actually losing money. So what we've proposed is our sweet spot of products, which is accumulation only, a Landmark 3, Landmark 5, Legend 7. Typically was promoting Landmark 3 over the last year. We just decreased Landmark 3, but we increased Landmark 5 and Legend 7. And we're proposing that these fixed index annuities act as fixed income alternatives within the portfolio. You'll see the turquoise or lighter blue piece of the pie or portfolio on the right, acting as the FIA is acting as its own asset class and protecting the client, giving them the zero floor with potential upside. Here's just a snapshot of those 3 short-term accumulation solutions. If you've used this for income or death benefit riders in the past, we've temporarily suspended those and focused everything really on our Landmark 5 and our Legend 7. You'll see the different crediting strategy. It's offering diversification for your clients, whether it's the standard point-to-point S&P 500 or the uncapped S&P 500 risk control 10, which has done quite well in the last 6 years or so. And then retiree spending index, which is tracks the spending of boomers. It's a low volatility index as well. And then our iShares real estate ETF from BlackRock, which is, as you guys know, the largest money manager in the world. Here's just a snapshot of those 3 solutions. Whether you use the Landmark 3, which goes up to age 90, we are the first 3-year FIA. And the Landmark 5, which is probably one of our most successful products. If you didn't know Great American, you probably knew us in 1819 when we sold a considerable amount of Landmark 5. But that's when we decided to go up to older ages, up to 89. And then Legend 7 is our workhorse. That's a flexible premium product. So it's the only flexible premium product we have is Legend. What I love about that is clients can dump money into that every year, and it does not reset the surrender schedule. And as they dump money in, the advisor also receives commission each year that they do that, all the way up to years 5. Like I said, we just suspended income riders, death benefit riders. We focused all our effort and money and capital into Landmark 5 and Legend 7. We found a pocket of opportunity to allow us to bump up those rates. So we'll take a look at those later if we have time. But as you know, there's been volatility in the market every single day in the last 6 weeks or so. And we're looking constantly at the spreads between the 2-year and the 10-year. The other thing that we've done to try to help you guys is to do business virtually and make new business easier, as well as existing or issued business as well. So if you can see on the screen, one thing regarding the CARES Act is the waiver of the 2020 RMDs. So all RMDs are waived for this year, and this waiver includes 2020 RMDs from inherited IRAs. If you aren't familiar with us in the inherited space, we do offer non-qualified inherited IRAs and qualified, and even with the changes this year, we're able to continue doing those as well. If a client turned 70 and a half last year, the waiver also includes RMDs that were due by April of this year and not taken. There's additional information on waivers of 2020 RMDs. Clients receiving RMDs through systematic payments will continue to receive them as planned. If your client already received their RMD this year, they can return it up until the end of this month, and we will reverse the withdrawal for them. So keep that in mind. To qualify for coronavirus-related distribution, the distribution must be qualified funds from an employer plan or IRA. You've probably already done your research on this. Special treatment for coronavirus-related distributions regarding the CARES Act. So 10% tax penalty for taking a distribution before age 59 and a half is now waived. 20% mandatory federal income tax withholding is also waived. And then income tax of the distribution may be paid over a 3-year period. So they're making it pretty friendly. Distributions can be rolled back into the plan as well, and distributions are limited to an aggregate amount of $100,000. So don't forget that. Employer plans can also be amended to add an exception to the distribution restrictions to allow such withdrawals if the plan doesn't already have it in place. Contract loans from now through September 23rd, an employer plan may be amended to increase the maximum loan amount up to the $100,000 or 100% of the vested account balance. The annuity contract loan limits will continue to apply. Not all contracts allow loans. When permitted, a loan from a fixed to a fixed index contract is generally allowed to as well. So here we'll get into some of the changes that we've done around new business. So we're finding a lot of advisors, producers are taking apps via telephone with their clients. In place of a wet signature, we'll accept e-signatures via DocuSign. We also are accepting applications via fax and email. You can upload them on our website, gaconnect.com. Just so you know, when you fax or email to these numbers on the screen, so if you email it to annuitynbfax@gaig.com or you fax it into us, it automatically is uploaded into the system and gives it a policy number. If you upload it on our website, gaconnect.com, sometimes it takes 48 to 72 hours before a policy number is applied. You'll notice on the screen too, you can submit pictures of applications. So we have received applications where they've taken pictures as well. So definitely making it easier for you to submit business. So if you have any questions, we'll be able to take care of that for you. Not in good order. During this time, we're taking NIGO corrections over the phone on a recorded line. So if you haven't read that update from us, we've made a lot of these changes in the last few weeks. We'll accept e-signatures also on policy servicing forms signed through DocuSign. This can include loans, withdrawals, allocation changes, so reallocation for the end of the year. We're able to do this as well. This is a different email address, annuitygroupprocessing@gaig.com, or a different fax number as well. Clients can change their allocations and request withdrawals up to $25,000 over the phone or online. This is also available for both non-qualified and IRA contracts. GAConnect.com, that's our website that I mentioned earlier. You can track and manage your business on there 24/7. Also, Brenda and Danielle and the team at E4 obviously can help you during normal business hours, just as our staff is all remote now, just like most of the country. They're all set up with full access and able to support you guys during the week, Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time. But you can manage any of your business on GA Connect as long as you have a user ID and password. So whether it's the NIGOs, whether it's commissions, so you have existing business, new business, you can manage it all in there. We've really beefed up the information available to you in my inbox. So finding your commission statements, NIGO notifications, renewals, things of that nature. So it's a lot of information for you. On the screen, you'll see the gaconnect.com, and another website that I'll reference real quick is greatamericanria.com. So if you are a Series 65 or you're working with RIAs, then we've built out an educational website for them to do research on behalf of their clients. There's no real sales material on there at all. It's all white papers on utilizing an FIA and a plan. There's a portfolio simulator that pulls information from Morningstar and able to compare a portfolio with an FIA compared to one without an FIA. Strong tool to use, even if you're offering commission-based solutions to your client versus fee-based, it's still a good research tool. The other white papers on there are how does a insurance company make money. That's a great, and there's just lots of different basic terminology. Because what I've found is when I meet a lot of IARs, they have never offered an annuity before. So even basic verbiage that you and I use on a daily basis, they're not familiar with. So there's like I said, it's a research site. And we'll just go ahead and stop it there just for the sake of time.
All right, thank you, Greg. I'd be remiss without mentioning that greatamericanria.com is a great site. Tons of useful information and a portfolio before and after of adding an indexed annuity into your client portfolio. You can see the effects, the decreased risk, higher returns. Impressive. Go out, take a look at it. Also, if your broker dealer does allow for you to use their fee-based products, extremely competitive, and they just raised the caps on those. So talk to us if you've got any questions. Otherwise, Greg, I truly appreciate it. I see no questions in the chat box, but if anybody has them, now's your chance. Otherwise, have a great week, everyone. Thank you for attending the BREW, and stay healthy and safe.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Brendan.
Thanks, Greg.